Arsenal have just delivered a performance that resonates far beyond the confines of the Emirates Stadium. A statement of intent so loud and clear that it must be heard from Munich to Madrid. This was not merely a victory. It was a comprehensive dismantling of an elite European force. A demonstration of tactical maturity and squad depth that announces this team's readiness to compete for the highest honours. Could defeat a previously undefeated Bayern Munich side by a 3-goal margin is one thing, but the manner in which it was achieved, for a masterful display of strategic flexibility and controlled force, is what truly separates this performance from any other this season. We witnessed a team capable of executing 2 distinct game plans within a single 90 minutes. First, absorbing pressure with immaculate discipline, before unleashing its own attacking fury to completely overwhelm one of the continent's most formidable outfits. The initial phase of the match was a lesson in tactical patience and defensive organisation. Arteta's setup was a deliberate and calculated gambit, effectively ceding the bulk of possession to the German champions and inviting them to break down a meticulously structured defensive block. For the opening half hour, Arsenal operated with a stunning level of comfort, without the ball, allowing Bayern to hold over 70% of possession, yet rendering that statistic utterly meaningless. They were permitted to pass and probe in non-threatening areas, but the moment they approached the final third, they found every avenue blocked, every passing lane congested. It was a defensive masterclass that reduced a team of Bayern's calibre to a state of offensive impotence, frustrating their attempts and proving that possession alone is a hollow metric without penetration. They had all the ball and yet never once managed a genuine clear-cut opportunity, a testament to the collective focus and discipline of the entire Arsenal unit from the front line back to the goalkeeper. The breakthrough, when it arrived, was a testament to another of this team's great strengths, their dead ball prowess. Even in the absence of a key set-piece taker, the coordination and threat remained undiminished. The goal itself was a moment of pure simplicity and power, a header that bulged the net and demonstrated that this team can score in any phase of play. It was the just reward for their defensive resilience, and a moment that seemed to set the platform for a controlled victory. However, football rarely follows a perfect script, and the concession of a goal against the run of play served as a stark reminder of the quality possessed by the opposition. The manner of the goal, a well-executed ball over the top that exploited a rare moment of disorganisation, highlighted a potential vulnerability and forced a necessary recalibration. It was a moment that tested the team's mentality, a challenge to their composure after having dominated the tactical battle for so long. The response to that challenge in the second half is what truly defines this performance and separates this Arsenal team from its predecessors. Arteta recognised the shifting dynamics and executed a profound tactical switch. Abandoning the deep block, Arsenal seized control of the ball, pressing higher up the pitch and dictating the tempo of the game. This shift in approach completely neutered Bayern's burgeoning threat from long passes and placed them under a sustained period of pressure they were ill-equipped to handle. The midfield axis began to dominate possession, circulating the ball with purpose and starving Bayern of any meaningful foothold in the game. This period of dominance was where the match was truly won, a display of controlled, assertive football that showcased the team's ability to adapt and impose their will on a top-level opponent. The true mark of elite squad, however, is often found not in the starting 11, but in the quality of the options available from the bench. In this regard, Arsenal was simply in a different league. The introductions of several attacking players fundamentally altered the game and broke it wide open. The impact was immediate and devastating, turning a narrow, tense lead into a commanding and unassailable one. A matter of minutes after entering the fray, one substitute provided a moment of incisive creativity to assist another, who finished with the cold precision of a seasoned goalscorer. This ability to inject fresh, game-changing talent is a luxury that wins championships and defines deep European runs. It speaks to a squad built not just on star names, but on functional depth and players who are ready to make an instant impact, a crucial weapon in the modern game. While the collective performance was monumental, the individual contributions warrant specific praise for how they coalesced into a perfect whole. The defensive foundation was, as ever, rock solid. The central defensive partnership was immaculate, effectively neutralising the threat of the opposition's star striker to the point of anonymity. They were composed, aggressive in their duels, and intelligent in their positioning, providing the platform upon which the victory was built. In midfield, the performance was one of sheer dominance and control. One player in particular delivered a tour de force, particularly in the second half, driving the team forward with powerful runs that bypassed Bayern's press and recycled possession with unerring accuracy. He was the engine room and the conductor simultaneously, a performance that underscored his world-class status. Further forward, the wide attackers provided constant threat, with one fullback combination causing significant problems and linking up to create several promising situations. While the final product from the starting attackers could be debated, their work rate and positioning were integral to the team's overall structure. The real fireworks, however, were reserved for the substitutes. Their entrances injected pure pace, directness, and a lethal finishing instinct into the game. The final goal was the exclamation point on the performance, a swift, clinical counterattack finished with a composure that belied the pressure of the moment, sending a defender to the ground and sealing a historic victory. This victory was a footballing lesson, a demonstration of a team that is not only talented but also tactically intelligent, mentally resilient, and deep enough to compete on all fronts. The ability to shift from a reactive, defensively stout unit to a proactive, possession-dominant force within a single match is the hallmark of a truly elite team. It sends a message to every potential opponent that there is no single way to combat this Arsenal side. They can outfight you, they can outthink you, and as they showed against Bayern Munich, they can absolutely obliterate you. To be at the summit of both domestic and European competition at this stage is a significant achievement, a testament to the work being done and the quality within the squad. This performance was not a fluke or a moment of luck. It was a deliberate, executed plan that proves Arsenal belong firmly in the conversation as one of the very best teams in Europe.